Hi Libra, I hope that everybody's doing well. Before we get into this, I would like to set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. I'm seeing a little get together here. Maybe you're having a celebration. Maybe celebrating something, maybe an achievement. I'm hearing Dura. There may be a group of people that you're moving away from, but I'm almost seeing this. I'm seeing this be necessary for you to continue onward. Like, there may be a group of people that you associate with and that you have a good standing relationship with these people, and you also know that it's kind of time for you to go on a separate little venture here. It's like to continue the journey. But I'm seeing you kind of be sent off by this group of people. Yeah, something is coming to an end now. Feel guided to continue moving. For some of you, there's even a friend group that you're moving on from. This can also be a community, like a collective of people. This could be a lifestyle for some of you that's really shifting. I'm hearing something about spiritual attunement. I'm seeing that there's something going on with the beliefs that we have, and maybe these are shaping where we are walking into, and also what, excuse me, what we're also stepping out of. So for some of you, there could have been a group of people that you were around that you feel very called to move on from. I'm seeing a big chapter that's ending for you, Libra. I'm seeing also this notion of seeking what is next and knowing that in order to continue moving where it is you want to be going, there are absolutely things that need to end. But I'm seeing this be, even though it may be a difficult transition, I'm seeing this be something that you know is necessary in order for you to get to where it is that you're trying to go. And there's also a sense of being very connected with your guidance as well. Really feeling like you're in alignment with your journey, with your path. For some of you, there's a sense of getting more connected with a soul contract that you have. Something that you're exploring. I am looking at Taurus here. Yeah, I'm seeing for a lot of you this is work related. For some of you, this can be with a masculine figure. It's like a job that you've been with for a while. It's now time to move on from. And go where you feel you're being guided. Yeah, it feels very much like something you've had history doing, and something that you may have really been sticking with for quite some time, and it's almost like an intuitive nudge pulling you into a new space. Maybe you also feel like what you had been doing at the time that you had been doing, it really resonated with your path and where you were with things, and now there's a sense of kind of growing into the next chapter that you're opening up for yourself, Libra. It's like your intuition tells you that it's time for something to end now, and it's something that it seems like you've been at it for quite some time. So I'm seeing you open up a new soul contract. And maybe it took you a while to kind of hear the call of whatever this was, too. It's like maybe something at one point in time that you kind of put off and did something else, and now you're revisiting that for some of you. It's like maybe it felt like it would have been too much at a point in time, but now it's almost like you're prepared to be taking this on. For some of you, new job, new project, something that you're going to be working on, something you feel inspired and excited about doing, for sure a new chapter that you're opening. And I'm seeing this be something as well that you're actively doing too. Like it's something that you're going to be participating fully within. And something that almost, I'm hearing soft opening, is something that took preparation in order for you to get to a place where you were actually ready to embrace what this is. You might have needed as well to study for this. Like it, as I said before, it took preparation in order for you to step into the place where you were ready to get this thing off the ground, whatever it is that you're doing here. And I'm seeing something about like learning new information, studying about what this is that you're doing. Because I'm seeing it be something new. It's like, even though you could have had some sort of experience related to what it is that you're doing now, there's a sense of needing to learn more about it. So I'm seeing you working on something here. For some of you, this is about expanding a degree or switching careers in some sort of way. Yeah, I'm seeing something that's definitely going to be financially beneficial to you. And I'm definitely seeing you meeting a goal. It's like I'm seeing for some of you there was something you were studying for, like certification, degree, something like that, and I'm seeing you reach that goal. Like I'm seeing you get news of something. I'm hearing the word pedigree. And this is about not holding yourself back from the things that you feel passionately about, because you may have been in a place where you're kind of talking yourself out of exploring something or having a focus on something that you wanted to be studying, learning more about, something like that. And you could have felt a bit tripped up by this, is what I'm getting. But I'm seeing you move through. Because I'm definitely seeing you have, like, the faculties needed to do this, and it's something that you wanted to explore. And I'm seeing you reach a goal that you were trying to reach, and I'm seeing you're very, very excited about this. I'm seeing this be something for sure that's celebrated for you, Libra. Yeah, there's definitely a sense of self-doubt that was in here. Definitely feels like a shadow aspect. A shadow aspect that felt restrictive, but I'm seeing you move through this. Maybe also sometimes too, you feel like you get a bit preoccupied, like, how much money am I going to be making, like in a 3D sense, maybe feel tied down to things in that way. Maybe a sense of like, hyper fixating once in a while. I'm seeing something like this. But this also reminds me as well of planning things that are going on in your physical environment too. And it's also about moving out of a space where maybe you had felt like you were kind of, I don't know, like a thought was circulating where you felt like you weren't going to be able to complete something, or it was too difficult, or you didn't have what you needed. But as I said before, I'm seeing you push through this and reach a goal that you were trying to reach. And I'm seeing you feel more comfortable within the energy of what it is that you're going to be doing. Like a sense of confidence that is growing as well. A stronger sense of self too, self-belief. And there's a sense of finally receiving something you'd been waiting for. I'm seeing with the sun here. You could have also been working on something going on in a relationship and you feel like there's a decision that needs to be made as well. For some of you, you're recognizing something, I'm hearing a pattern, something that feels out of balance for you within an interpersonal relationship, and there's a decision you want to make about that. Like, something could have been affecting your stability or security in some way, and there's a sense of needing to call this energy out. It's like maybe even understanding where you had been undermining yourself when it comes to a relationship. Whatever it is, I'm seeing that, and this can always be you with yourself here. Whatever this is, I'm seeing there's a sense of recognizing something that had been out of balance within a relationship and something that needed to be addressed. But there's also a sense as well of needing to get to the point of even recognizing this in the first place. But I'm seeing that once you do, there is a decision that you're going to make, but it's something that you need to think about prior to taking action on. I'm seeing this be involving you and your relationships. For some of you, this can be one specific relationship that you have. For others of you, there's almost a sense of like studying connections or the relationship between multiple things. For some of you, you're working with couples. I'm seeing something going on with a relationship that you have that's really changing. The whole foundation of this thing seems to be shifting. Maybe the dynamic between you and another person is shifting. There's also a sense of maybe even studying more information related to spirituality and things like that, like elevating the self, elevating your relationship because you're also working on yourself too. Getting more in touch with love. I'm also hearing abundance. And I'm seeing this new area of your life that you're stepping into. I'm seeing it be so sunny and joyful. And definitely a feeling of there being more creativity involved in what it is that you're doing too. Maybe there was also a sense of needing to uncover gifts as well and things that you wanted to be using, because it's like when you're in that space where you're not believing in yourself or showing up for yourself, there's a sense of there also being things that are more latent when it comes to your gifts and abilities. But as you're stepping more into an area of understanding the shadow, understanding where you're not showing up for yourself, you're also understanding then how to show up for yourself and where you want to work on doing that. And because of that, I'm seeing you really embracing self-love here in a different way. I'm also hearing that this is giving you an advantage as well. There could have been a relationship that was the catalyst for you moving into this space. Yeah, you could have gotten into an argument with someone and you felt upset, but it was like something that was going on between you and this person. You recognize that it wasn't, I'm hearing a healthy stream of consciousness between the two of you. It's like maybe even a sense of codependency that you felt within the relationship with this person. And there's almost like a sadness because of the way that things turned out, but there's also a knowing that things need to change as well, and this being important. It's like, in order for you to feel at peace within your connections, you know that there are, I'm hearing mindsets and behaviors that you want to retire. Yeah, I'm seeing subconscious work that you're doing. Because there's also a sense of being like, having certain dynamics or relationships to things, and this can even be relationships that we have to habits that we perform. There's a sense of being in the midst of something and being like, I'm feeling tension because of this, or I'm feeling a sense of internal conflict, or this is rubbing me the wrong way. And there's a sense of taking a deeper look at these things. And even though there are things that are changing that we're leaving behind, or maybe a sense of being like, oh, I wish I didn't do that, there's also a sense of changing. There's also a sense of understanding that we are doing the best that we can at any given moment in time, and that we can also continue striving for excellence. There's a sense of going deeper within into the subconscious to understand what you don't feel at peace with, and how to establish that peace that you're looking to establish, and wanting to develop a better connection with yourself that you are then going to see reflected in the relationships that you have externally. I'm looking at Leo and Capricorn. I'm looking at Gemini and Scorpio and Neptune. And I'm looking at Pisces. Yeah. I'm hearing the word reevaluating. It's like, the more that you're really uncovering what's going on subconsciously, I'm seeing it make it so much easier for you to be making decisions. And I'm seeing this be in a very general sense. It's like, there's so many times you may experience feeling maybe sometimes feeling a sense of ambivalence, or being like, well, I don't know how I want to make this decision, or like putting certain things off because you don't know which way you want to go. But the more you're reflecting, the more you're able to stand in the truth of these decisions you want to be making, and you're also recognizing why you're making these decisions in the first place. It's like, this self-reflection that you're doing is really, really helping you out when it comes to being decisive. And I'm seeing this be a very strong move that you're making for yourself, Libra. It's like confidently standing in your energy, making choices that feel empowering to you, and really validating these decisions for yourself, because you're looking within and you're finding what it is that you need. And therefore, you're not relying on external validation because you're trusting yourself. And that's very much what I'm seeing here for you, Libra. Very powerful. To go over the signs again, I'm looking at the Sun, I'm looking at Capricorn, I'm looking at Gemini, Scorpio, Neptune, Pisces, and I'm hearing Libra. This is Libra reading, and I'm looking at Virgo. We are going to end it here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.